Alright, and we're back, and here we are with game 2. We have Dango, I can't find their name. Oh, Dango Ninjas versus the band of Mercenaries. Chat bans are now rolling out, and we have Karma being banned, Lulu, Cassiopeia being banned. Now, seems like a lot going on in the chat that we will show. And let's see, so chat bans have now come out. Karma, Kassadin, Lulu, and Cassiopeia are now banned out, and Zway in the building.
Yes,
Alright.
here, and now we have a great treat for you guys today because these two are experienced DominateDominion players, or teams.
Yep.
And unlike the last game, both teams know what they're doing. Now, Karma and Cassiopeia, but obviously they must have saw last game and saw how well they did with Cassiopeia. Target bans.
Yeah, and oh man, it's tough having to manage the sound and everything, and we will bring up the blockers. Hopefully, do it as fast as we can. There we go, but we need to adjust my client. Okay, here we go. Gonna figure this out. Nope. I think I got it. I get it? Oh no, I didn't. Ah, this is tough. Properties. Nope. Only one. It's gonna be tough to block all to block it all.
We have Brand and Teemo being banned out by the blue team. Purple team, Annie and Jarvan banned. Obviously, they don't want to deal with the oven. As most of you may know, the oven is basically Jarvan setting up the wall, the oven, and Annie provides the heat. Now, Brand is also banned. There's no chance of making the oven today. How sad. And Kha'Zix makes it through. Kha'Zix is another god tier champion in Dominion, usually banned out. Normally has a 100% pick and ban rate, and here we have it, 100% pick rate.
Yep, Kha'Zix really being let through is something we don't usually see a lot too often. Meanwhile, on Purple Team, we do see the Zyra being locked in again. Zyra last game was... the Zyra from last game did pretty well. Wasn't able to get that one kill, which I won't hold him against, about the... with the passive. And Leona is a really great initiator that we could possibly be seeing being locked in now. If we do see that lock in, it's gonna be a whole lot of AoE, and yeah.
I like Purple's team's answer, the Kha'Zix pick. With Zyra, it provides a lot of zone control and damage so that when Kha'Zix comes in, he gets blown up. And Leona is a very tanky champion who recently had some support changes, meaning if you build more tankiness, she scales off tankiness. And in this map, where she gets plenty of gold, very much suits her kit. Nidalee also going through. She provides top class poke, unrivaled by others. Another champion that should always be picked or banned.
Yep. Nidalee
dominating jungle control.
Yeah,
and heals immobility.
Yeah, Nidalee being locked in now, as well as Maokai. Maokai, great initiator and tank. And coming on from the purple side, we do see a Talon+Vi. Now, Talon is a great bot laner, but also works well in the top lane. And we do see that Talon has a whole lot of burst potential, just like Kha'Zix, except Kha'Zix just has that bit of an escape with that reset. And then Vi, on the other hand, Vi is a great tank. Works well with Leona, actually, being able to lock up one person with that assault and battery. But also the Vault Breaker just providing extra mobility. It's just amazing.
Now, to compare Talon and Kha'Zix would just be wrong. Although both of them have AD burst and stealth, Kha'Zix specializes in long-range engage and pickoff. His Q does massive amounts of damage when evolved and maxed first because of the isolation damage, and just because he has a reset, it makes him a top priority target to wipe in a team fight. Here we have Thresh and Aatrox being hovered over. We all know how great of a champion they are in this map. One of the top tiers. However, he won't be going with them because that would be BM.
And now we do see Malzahar and Jax being locked in. Jax, a really strong top laner and bot laner. Once he gets going, he gets going. And we do see the Malzahar being locked in. Malzahar, same thing. And I do see occasionally in the bot lane, I see sometimes a AD Malzahar. Now, I don't know if you've had experience playing AD Malzahar, but could you give me some insider about it?
Now, AD Malzahar is very special. Basically, it's more of a mana build. They go for tiers and rush a Manamune, which will upgrade into a Muramana, which does damage per... And if I still recall, Malefic Vision still procs each Muramana proc, and it's basically percent damage based on how much mana you have. Typically, the Muramana would be the only offensive item that a AD Malzahar would actually buy. The rest would be tankiness and a frozen mallet so that they can keep the opponent that they're trying to kill within their, what is it called, voidlings. The voidlings scale 2.5 from AD.
Wait, really?
And with the ulti, you can keep at least 2 voidlings on top of them while it wails upon them.
I never knew that he actually scaled with AD. I never knew that, actually.
Oh, nope, never mind. The voidlings.
Yeah.
Voidlings are the only things that scale with AD.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm
100%.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I never knew that. I never played Malzahar enough, but we do see Lissandra being locked in for the purple side, and Lissandra offers a lot of clear. Probably gonna see Lissandra in the bot lane as well. But with that ultimate, possibly we're gonna see a pretty stale bot lane fight, but we never know. Sauron on Malzahar could be really try. Like, we're just gonna see a lot of fighting going on for these two teams.
Now we all know that Malzahar and Sauron loves going bot lane, but however Jax is also a very good bot laner as well. When he scales up, you would need at least 2 people to deal with him, and bot lane is the only place he can snowball unless at top lane he happens to KS every kill. We're not sure who the bot lane on blue side is yet. Most dominantly, the decision would be Malzahar bot, because there are already 2 AP damages up top, Maokai+Nidalee. Although on purple side, they have plenty of lockdown. Lots of lockdown. AoE lockdown, single target lockdown. If they can get the right target, which should be Nidalee or Jax, or even Kha'Zix, Jax late game, Kha'Zix early game, then they should be able to win team fights. However, they do have a Maokai, and his ultimate, as we all know, lowers damage by 20%. If he can get it up in the right time, he'll negate lots of damage that purple team will have to bring out.
Yeah, now that we are approaching near the halfway point in the delay, let's reintroduce our teams and reintroduce ourselves. Firstly, on the blue team, we got Dango Ninjas, we have Emperor High Peoples on the Kha'Zix, Mads the Portal on that Maokai, Zounds on Nidalee, Sauron on that Malzahar, and Jax on Carnival. Meanwhile, on purple team, how about you introduce him, Wei?
Well, Mad Supportal was the player who got me into Dominion. He played a few games with me, he taught me how to play Janna, and he got me thinking how great this game mode is and it should really have a rank queue. Although Mad Supportal, I've known him to play support champions such as Lulu and Janna. Him being on Maokai is also good since they're almost the same thing, but I feel that he could have stuck in Janna in this matchup. Hi peoples, BM, picking up the Kha'Zix whenever he can only play OP champions to win. And Sauron, as we all know, most veterans of Dominion know that Sauron once had the highest Dominion ELO, and he had Riot check it up for him, 2,800 Dominion ELO.
Wait,
Wow.
what? Are you serious? Holy. Wow. I could only dream of being up there. But on the purple team, we got Band of Mercenaries, we got Gung Ho Lion on that Vi, Marasmo on the Leona, Zalclos on that Talon, Zyra being played by the Unseen One, and Narusan on Lissandra. Looking at purple team's composition, I see a lot of potential with them, as well as blue teams, but in a sense, who would you say would favor in like a straight up 1v1 between the five like champions? Like who would win in the 1v1s?
1v1s. Obviously, Malzahar will win any 1v1 with the other champion if the opposing side doesn't have a Quicksilver Sash, because he has an ultimate that suppresses the target for 1.5 seconds, and if he chooses to go AD Malzahar, he'll have Voidlings that scale off 100% of his AD, and they gain attack speed boost depending on how long the Voidlings stay alive. If he chooses to opt for the AP path, Nether Grasp, which is his ultimate, also scales off AP, and hopefully he uses his EW ult combo, which typically 100 to zeros.
Yep. And now taking a look at the skin war, it's a tie. That's a surprise. Gung Ho Lion and Mad Supportal not supporting any of their champions without skins, but we do see the Mecha Kha'Zix, Snowbody+Nidalee. Now that's a skin I really would like to have, but then again, I don't play a lot of Nidalee.
Bonus points for blue team sponsoring a Christmas skin during the holiday Christmas season. Meanwhile, the Unseen One is using a Halloween skin. Shame on you.
Well, you can't blame him, though. It could be Halloween for everyone all year long.
Ho ho ho, no.
You never know. But we do see that Crimson Elite Talon, Valkyrie Leona, Bloodstone Lissandra, Nemesis Jax, and the Overlord Malzahar. I guess you could say Malzahar is looking to be the Overlord of bot lane. Oh, that was so lame. My hands are like cringing now because if I said that.
Yes, off with your life.
But yeah, reintroducing ourselves, I am Silent. With me is
Wei.
and
This is our first time shoutcasting. I
Yeah.
used to play for Penetration, still play. Today, I'll be sitting at the caster's desk.
yeah, and for me, I used to be on Rose Flyer back in the day. If you guys remember Rose Flyer, I used to be part of that team. We did disband, and yeah, everyone's like shuffling around, but I am actually on a team right now, but you will see me premiere next week for the team, so keep an eye out for that, and let's get into the game. So now we got item starts coming along. Marasmo. I just
And
oh
here
my
we have
gosh, the
Sauron
items.
making use of the Oracle Extract.
Oh my gosh, all these items coming out. We see 4, 5 oracles. Oh no, there they go, gone. 5 oracles listed. Never mind. It's going and disappearing. Stop. I just want to
Now,
call
I really
it.
like what Sauron is doing. We all know Talon is a very big threat, and at level 6 he acquires a stealth. Now Sauron needs the maximum amount of oracles he can get so that he can see Talon and focus him down. Now the reason for buying 5 potentially is that Oracle's Extract lasts for only 5 minutes and death. So if he dies, he can revive and drink the next one. Why does he hold 5? Maybe he'll be sitting this game might last. He's predicting that the game might last around 25 minutes.
Yeah, and we did see earlier Marasmo did have like 3 brawler gloves, and that was pretty funny if you think about it. But now, if we take a look at the lane matchups, we're gonna see we do have that Malzahar going bot lane compared to Jax, as while on purple side we do see the Lissandra going into the bot lane, and now this is gonna be a fight for the very top. It's gonna be a
Here we
fight.
have standard starts, prospectors. Only the tanks have variated builds.
Yep. Now this top lane fight is gonna be a really close fight between these two teams. As you know, both of these teams are really experienced, and man, it's gonna be a one heck of a brawl if you think about it.
Now the windmill will be acquired depending on who has the most dominating poke.
Ooh,
Represented by Nidalee and Zyra. Depending on who acquires the most early game damage will allow the tanks to engage and win the fight.
Yeah, a lot of poke going around. Gung-Ho line charges up the Vault Breaker, doesn't connect. Ooh, Emperor High People's damaging him. Leona does jump in. A lot of fighting going on. We all see a bunch of clusters, and I don't see anything, but the spear connects. Oh, great spear from Zounds. Gets the kill onto Zalclos. Zalclos does pop that revive. And Marasmo jumping right in onto Zounds, does get taken down in the end. Double kill for Zounds. And we do see the smart thing from Gung-Ho line going for the back cap. Meanwhile, Carnival does take down Zyra in the end, but gets a revenge kill with the passive. And Windmill is taking in that complete fight. And we do see... Oh, this Emperor High People's... He's got a few seconds on his jump, but we do see Matt's portal coming in, and Zounds just gonna... I guess they're gonna...
Blue team
there we go.
over Windmill in a dominating presence. None of their revives are popped. Meaning if they were to challenge Windmill once again, they'll have to deal with 2 more revives above the opposing team, purple team.
Yeah, so we're looking at the team, and we do see the 3-2, and ooh, getting jumped on by Emperor High Peoples. Zenith Blade comes out, locks up High Peoples, gets birthday, but the spear connects. Amazing spear from Zounds, but they do pick up the return kill onto Kha'Zix, and the relic was picked up by Maokai. Jumping in is Jax, and Zalcos does make it out alive, but this is gonna be a really tough fight if you think about it. Vi does get taken down. Zounds is the next target. Zalcos does follow up right after, and Leona will soon be joining in on that graveyard, but a great stun holds Jax off for a few more seconds. Ooh, doesn't get the perfect block on it, but
now you don't want to run those type of fights with Jax on the opposing team and a Maokai. They have very great consistent damage and build up. Maokai, the longer the fight goes, the more he heals. Jax, the stronger he gets from his passive, he gets more attack speed based on how long he stays in the fight.
That spear.
And meanwhile, the purple team has all pick champions. If you go for an all-in fight and they're still alive and you continue to fight, you're gonna get decimated by the champion.
Now, taking a look at the bot lane, Vi and Kha'Zix are fighting, but that stun from Jax just completely shuts her down, and Kha'Zix is able to escape with that very few XP. Now we do see Zounds walking around, just being a nuisance. Spear does connect, half HP onto Marasmo. Now, take a look at the bot lane. Jax does get the stun onto Zyra. Zyra gets taken down in the end. Great teamwork coming in from blue team. But you can't count out purple team yet. You never know, because purple team, they could pull it back. If they are able to get this crucial picks, it's going to work out well for them.
Purple team is being pushed in against their own bases, and there's currently a jungle fight. It's about to happen in now.
Yep, a lot of fighting going on. Leona does get taken down from that 2v1 up in the top region of the jungle. Zalcos does get taken out by Matt's portal on Maokai, and Gung-Ho line doing the best he can, runs up straight top and tries to get a back cap.
Now Lissandra, because of the Malzahar pressure, she was forced to rush a Quicksilver Sash. Now, this means she lacks lots of damage if they want to gank Sauron.
Oh, stun goes down onto Razwell, and ooh, that what is that? The Nethergrass. Nethergrass holds her down and was able to pick up the kill. Meanwhile, in the top lane, big fight going on. Nearly gets actually was it neutralized? Wow.
And to everyone's disappointment, Sauron is running AP Malzahar.
Yep, from the looks of it, it's not. We're not going to see the classic AD Malzahar that I usually see a lot of now. But Carnival being taken down, Spear does not connect with Zyra, but we're going to see a potential fight break out. Zounds, on the other hand, is trying his best, but does not get the kill onto Zyra and makes it out alive with a sliver of HP. Meanwhile, in the bot lane,
falling for a face check bait, even though Nidalee comes with skill shots, traps, and CP. That
middle
shouldn't
fight
be
going
a
on.
mistake he ever makes.
Middle fight going on with Kha'Zix and that Relic Shield. Something you do not want to see. Carnival walking up with the Jax, trying to. Mraz was stalling enough time. Very good play, actually. That was great coordination and teamwork. But now the fight continues on. Ult goes off, gets off the Jax, and now it's a 3v2. But remember, Kha'Zix is great in this situation. He does a lot of damage, and we do see Nidalee coming in. Spear does connect onto the Talon. Assault and Battery actually being used onto Nidalee. Nidalee being focused down, barely has any HP. Kha'Zix, on the other hand, is now being focused, barely any HP. Leona does get taken down in the end. Hopefully Vi can get the kill, but we do see that Zyra is being chased. And meanwhile, Gung Ho Line actually not being able to connect with Kha'Zix. Hi People's just showing you guys how to play Kha'Zix in Dominion, being a nuisance and trying to get at least the block, but does get taken down in the end. What a great
this
teamwork
is what I was
coordination.
talking about earlier. You shouldn't have extended fights against blue team. They have brawlers that do massive consistent damage if left alive. Meanwhile, purple team all have burst champions and pickoffs.
Yeah, and if we did, and you guys just saw at the bot lane, Nadosin building that QSS had to pop it, otherwise Nethergrass would have killed Lissandra in the end. Fights going on everywhere. I can't even keep up with them all. But we do see that Jax is now fighting. Spears are being thrown. Freeze thrown onto Sauron. Sauron being taken out. Meanwhile, in the mid fight near the shrine, we do see that Jax is now jumping right in. Great Q from Jax. Does able to pick up onto Vi. Vi was taken down in the end. Leona now being chunked down pretty low. If Zounds could get a really nice spear, could potentially see a kill. Madison, on the other hand, Lissandra gets taken down by High Peoples. And we do see that we're looking at a 3.5 cat, potentially a 4. Zalcos now being focused, pops the ult to get at least away, but High Peoples is high on his tail and does get taken out in the end.
Here we have blue team flexing their muscles, going very deep into the enemy territory. And so far purple has no response.
Well, in this situation, I think that purple is just, they're being outclassed in a way right now. By letting Kha'Zix and Nidalee through, it's something you do not want to go against every day on Dominion. Like, I've had my fair share of going against a Kha'Zix or a Nidalee, and trust me, I hate it. Like, if I were to just show my anger right now on stream, I'd probably get kicked out from Twitch. Like, that's how angry I'll be. Yeah, we do see that it is a 4 cap, and Xenoblade onto High Peoples does not do any. Gung Ho Line does get taken down. A great ult from Zyra knocks up 2, but we just see that the power from the blue team's composition is just overpowering purple team, and this is going to be another 4.5 cap, but there goes the quest onto blue team, and wow.
Some people know the quest actually takes 20 immediate points and grants a 10% damage buff.
Oh, that spear. I swear, we're going to just see a lot of those spears. Madison trying her best, pops the ult, gets the ignite off, but holy crap! From full health, Emperor High Peoples just takes down Lissandra in a matter of seconds. It's like eating candy right now.
With Kha'Zix if he builds full MR.
You know, the fight continuing on into the jungle area. We do see that Gung Ho Line is being the focus. Spear does land onto Marasmo, but with all that CC and pick potential and the amount of burst damage that blue team has, there's nothing that purple team can do. Like, I don't want to count them out, but you're being outclassed right now, and I feel bad.
Points on the clock.
at least trying to get some kills. Like, I see that Zalkos has most of the team kills. I just want to see another kill from you guys. Like, I want to see a kill. Come on.
We have 4 cap by purple side.
Oh, what? Supportal! He didn't go down. Oh, Naruto pops the QSS. They get the kill onto Maokai and Jax, and there goes the game.
Quick games going out today. This is the end of game 2.
Yeah, and
454
Dango Ninjas.
to 0.
Dango Ninjas take it against Band of Mercenaries. That was... It's not as fast as you think it would be. But let's take a look at the graph now, and we'll check the damage dealt. Who are you predicting that did the most damage?
Well, I would definitely have to say Jax, because like I said, during the long-term fights, he was just sitting there wailing upon them. During the picks, purple team chose champions who had the pick, but all of their focus was split among all these other champions, and they couldn't take down any main targets, allowing for Jax to do massive DPS.
Yep, so let's take a look, and Jax is the top damage, 17,000 damage, while Lissandra, falling in a bit behind, only deals about 5,500 damage. But if you take a look at blue team's damage, it's pretty consistent. Like, they're all hitting above 10k. Meanwhile, for purple team, there's the few spikes from Zyra and Talon, but Vi and Leona is probably known to be lacking in damage. And Lissandra, I don't know where the damage went.
The whole time. It's okay that her...
Yeah, that is true. And let's take a look at the graveyard heroes, or graveyard champions, and it is Vi, 181 seconds.
Well, that could probably explain why their damage levels were so low. After all, they were being CC'd the whole time. Def, what is the best CC?
Yep, so we will go to a quick commercial break, and meanwhile, while that's going on, we are gonna crank up some music, and we will get back into the next game, so don't go away, and we'll be right back.